In this video, we will be showing you a practical guide in how you can support your child with division following our maths calculation policy. Children will build on their understanding of grouping and sharing in Year 4, and they will begin using the concrete method using counters to support their understanding. Here you can see that we are beginning to set the children up to understand the short division method. I have 48 divided by 4. Here are my 4 tens, 40. Here are my 8 ones. Here you can see that I have one group of 4, therefore I would put a 1 here. Here I have 2 groups of 4. So I would put a 2 here. Therefore, my answer is 12. 48 divided by 4 is 12. Sometimes we will need to make an exchange. Here, I have moved on to the pictorial method of my part of my understanding, and I have the question 42 divided by 3. I can see that I can group one group of 3 like that. So I know that I've got one group of 3 here, but I have 10 here, so that's going to go here, so into my ones, and I'm now going to put 10 ones this side. Now I'm going to see if I can find how many groups of 3 I can make in my ones. And here I can see I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4. So therefore, my answer is 14. 42 divided by 3 is 14. It's important that children understand when an exchange is needed. Finally, when children have practiced both the concrete and pictorial method, they can move on to the abstract method, which is short division. Here we have 545 divided by 5. You can use grouping or sharing to be able to work this out. So here I need to divide 500 by 5. I know that I can make one group, so therefore I put a 1. Now I know that if I had my 4 tens, I would not be able to put it into 5 groups. Therefore, I need to make an exchange. So I put my 0 here, and I exchange by moving it over to here. So now I have to see how many groups of 5 I can make using 45. And I know that I can make 9 groups. Therefore, 545 divided by 5 is 109. Sometimes children will experience finding remainders. So here we have 489 divided by 2. I know that I will have 2 groups here. I know that I will have 4 groups here. But looking at the ones, I know that I could make 4 groups of 2, which would bring me to 8. But I know that I would have a remainder of 1 because we have 9. So here I would write remainder 1. Therefore, my answer will be 244 remainder 1. Children begin by setting out long division in the same way as they would short division. For example, here we have 432 divided by 12. 432 divided by 12. It's really important that children begin to use the expanded method of long division first and relate it to their multiples and understand how this can support them with their understanding. For example, here it would be useful for children to write out their multiples of 12 in order to support them work this out. We know that 3 multiples of 12 is 36. Therefore, 12 times 30 would be 360. So here I have written 360, knowing that this will be 3 up here. This would then be 12 times 30, because 12 times 30 is 360. What I need to do now is find the difference between 432 and 360. So, 2 take away nothing, 2 take away 0 is 2. 30 take away 60, I will need to make an exchange. 130 take away 60, 70. 300 take away 300 is 0. I am now left with 72. I need to find how many multiples of 12 are in 72. Now, of course, we know that 12 times 6 is 72. Therefore, my answer is 6. And here I have my answer. So 432 divided by 12 is 36. As children progress with this method, they will be able to use the more compact method without writing these calculations down the side. This is a tricky concept to understand, and children will need extensive practice to be able to be competent.